Saturday Showdown, Gen.G Esports versus D+ Kia.
And we'll see if it is just going to be the support Nautilus that we kind of expected it to be, but it could be a curveball if they put it in the jungle.
Could be weird. Could be exciting, interesting, fun. But it's probably just, I mean, maybe you just pick Vi? I don't know. Or Brand. Okay, we're just playing Brand. All right. So Canyon has been practicing this one a whole bunch as well. We saw Willa play it earlier on, and if you get through the early jungle, then you just farm way faster than everybody else. We'll see what's going to happen, though, as we jump onto the Rift for game number 1. Bro, trying to face off against Gen.G.
Yeah, and something to mention, it is the Doran Shield start for the Hens. Level 2, but level 3 I think is where there's a bit more parity. But you see now, Gideon's finished his clear, is heading down. Yeah,
and you can see the Brand making his way in as well. They know exactly what's going on as heal is going to be used. Hook lands, but Canyon can't actually make his way in here. Envy going to help get a bit of damage down. Canyon doesn't find the stun onto Gideon here, and Chovy hasn't left the lane. Karis also still there, though. Pillar of Flame coming through. And Gideon, not going to be stopped, does have to be stunned out of the way.
A blood duet.
Canyon moving towards this bottom side. Envy looks for a little bit of extra damage and does find it there onto Pays and Lahens. Gideon looking to push Canyon out of here. It's working out. And Envy's just, you know, dropping the beat over and over again.
They still have to respect Gen.G.
Well, Lahens looking for the hook. He finds it there into that backline as Karis is flashing away. Lahens trying to get out, and he will do so. Gideon locks it down. Now Bro taking so much damage. Still, they will be able to get out, and they get themselves the Drake. So it's all really just good news for Bro.
Yeah.
And Pays probably looking to do the same thing. Of course, he's a fantastic Velios player, as Gideon will find Canyon here. That is a lot of burst damage. The flash forward, the solo kill first blood for the new jungler for Bro.
Man, he just steps up to the Jungle King and does some regicide right there. Beautiful play from Gideon. Challenging Canyon, matching him on his gank attempts, and then shuts him down here.
As teleport from Keen, Morgan going to match immediately as Keen in a dash away. Right into the fire by the looks of things, as Lahens also doing the same move as he flashes in, he finds Karis with the knockups, and everyone goes to the sky. Gen.G, 4 kills out of nowhere.
Absolutely crushed them. Lahens with such a confident engage there, manages to get the ult double knockup.
It was Jonghoon, it was Execute.
Oh yeah, Execute, yeah it was. So you can see when you look at this, he ults the center and then the flash redirects it. So seeing that mechanic on display again, really well played by Lahens for the instant knockup, but they can't respond to it.
It's just...
Did you know your auto that roots does extra damage as well?
Yeah. Well, Canyon has found Envy here. He's going to flash to try and get himself out of the way, and now the Brand ulti's going everywhere. But Pays is going to get swept up. The rockets aren't necessarily landing just yet, but that one will. And there goes the Azir. Still, Bro are fighting back, and they're looking to try and escape. And now Morgan finds the backline. Chovy has to flash, and now Keen needs to play the defense. Gideon's fighting the Corki, and he'll win that one. As now Morgan is just life-stealing. Keen wants to find Gideon, but he won't get there. And Morgan will find it.
And Corki still is quite a bit away from his big power spike himself.
Yeah, not to mention the fact, okay, Corki in a little bit of trouble here as Gideon looking for Chovy, and where does he go? Well, I guess he just goes to Canyon, who's looking to try and shut this one down, but it does not work out as the bird comes in and swooshes away the Nautilus. Effort will take a little bit of damage here, but he's still piling it on as Lahens walks out of it. So he does have a dredge line for an escape eventually, but this Drake goes down very, very quickly.
And I
enough in the area.
It's a smart decision not to necessarily opt in the Dragon, something I criticized them for before, but you have 2 in the pocket.
All right, Hook going to connect once again. There's the knock up onto Envy. They just get rid of the center package delivered to Gideon as well as Chovy wants his revenge. The rockets not going to quite land, and the fight is continuing on the other front. Keen over the wall. Not going to go too deep. Gen.G eyes on the Baron, and that could just be theirs without a contest.
When it's threatening. You can see the whole team walking up now on the front line. So bulky, they are putting some damage down.
Yeah, there's the teleport forward as they might lose Lahens here, but Chovy has turned up and Lahens is still alive for the moment. That's 4 items on this Corki, who does have, Morgan is just going to burn because Canyon manages to hit him with a block.
But I think it has to be said.
I know. I think you get a pass this time, you know? Because, like you say, it's not. Hello? What? 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 Where did he go?
And for this magic trick,
I'll make your screen gray.
oh man.
All right, well, Lehens, he's looking to get out of there. He's going to be able to do... Oh, Paze does a fair bit of damage as well, PS. In goes the Corki. Morgan is one of the tankiest members of the team and loses all of his health in the blink of an eye. And in goes Keen. He can frontline for days. The rest of Bro, though, do manage to lick their wounds in this particular game because they haven't had to really address the pace problem because they've been too busy dealing with what's right in front of them. Look at these rockets! They're just disgusting. Okay, Dawning Shadow going to be avoided there for the moment. Envy, though, he's just taking... Oh my god, the damage! Empress Divide hits 3 from the grave, and Chovy's now flashing in. He misses that one, but he definitely hits... Oh my god, it's just end the game! It's cruel! It's unusual, and Gen.G will take down the Nexus here in game number 1. And bro, please ban Corki in the next game. I can't handle that. But I was an advocate for the Kassadin pentakill vote in the last series. So maybe if the Chovy votes come in and he's not robbed this time, it makes some sense.
And we'll see. I think K'Sante makes a lot of sense here. I think Udyr, we have seen some counters work. I think Rumble, again, there's some matchups that could be trickier. So I think just go for the K'Sante, it's pretty safe. I'm not a massive fan of what Brianna put together. We talked a bit about leaving the Milio open and taking Lucian instead. But regardless, I think this is the best decision for them for the final 2 picks.
A little bit more of an honest composition out of Gen.G this time around. We'll see whether Brion can crack it. Trophy now, setting up to start farming things out. And we'll see how Karis does to mitigate it. As Gen.G gank in their own lane here on the bottom side. And bro, they are clued in. They know what's going on. He's playing very aggressively. Level 1 as Paze just convincing Envy that he does not want to be here. The Ignite now down onto Paze. Wanted to wait to use that heal until after the Ignite had worn off, but right now, actually looking all right here for Bro. As the Severum should actually help Paze really even this one.
Good to see Gideon making sure his lane has cover so they can be a bit more aggressive.
All right, in goes Envy, getting aggressive. As Paze presses the Q button, Gideon in position as well. Good bubble is going to connect. The Q is going to be flashed. Oh man, Paze was definitely dead if he had have flashed any later than that.
It was honestly a great bubble, but also just a fantastic flash from Paze. No hesitation to avoid that Sonic Wave on the back end. Press with the center.
Yeah. Morgan in a bit of trouble here. Is Kane going to tank up the turret a couple of times, even out that health trade?
I know people are like, oh, it's tank versus tank, but I kind of love the matchups where they're just like all in, like they're
just fighting all the time
on 10 HP, and it looks like it's on the knife's edge constantly. And speaking of knife's edge, Gideon, this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, Gideon just going to come in. Kane is in a whole host of trouble. Does get a shield back as now Kane's looking for it. Morgan, oh no! First blood going on over, and then he just boops Gideon. Can he get out of here? The answer's no. As underneath the turret, Envy's going to go down. Canyon in a bit of trouble as Karis is teleported after him, but there's the flash, and Canyon gets himself out with a phase rush.
Oh, absolute disaster for Bro here. It's a 1-for-1 on the top side. They end up going even, but bot side, we see Envy getting dove under the tower, missing out massively.
So Gen.G able to get in here and clear out the vision. 3 versus 3 towards the bottom side as in goes Canyon. Finds the knockback as Effort taking so much damage. He's so squishy right now. As Envy gonna back away, they have to invest the heal.
Yeah, I mean the gun setup for Paze is so threatening in those skirmishes, but Karis looking here, this could be a shuffle.
Yeah, there it is, and oh, the twisted advance is so good from Canyon. Still, he might go down. Lehens has the heal though, and that's gonna keep him alive. Lehens trying to body block, but it's not going to be enough, and that is 2 kills in the end, both going to Gideon. To coordinate, get together, and make something happen. Really good to see as Gideon, once again, back towards his top side. Probably going to respect what Kane's capable of this time as the all-out comes through, and they follow with the Q. That was so sick.
That was so... I thought he'd messed it up for a second, and then I thought Gideon already reactivated the Q, but no, he followed him all the way. And now looking for the dive in the bot lane. There's no TP support here. No level 6 from Canyon, though. Can they outplay?
Yeah, Bubble is going to go wide there as they look for Envy. He's going to be the first one, and he's staying alive for quite a long time this time around as Effort does lock down the kill. And FaZe needs to be careful. That turret really does hurt. So a 1-for-1. And really going to find too much more. And now a teleport to come in here as Chovy wanted to get some work done. And the Moonlight Vigil, it goes wide. Can they get enough damage down? Because, okay, they missed a few buttons. But still, oh, and there's the second. FaZe locks it down, managed to land the Calibrum Q. The rest of the cavalry have turned up as there's the flash forward. Lehen surviving for so incredibly long. He's still there. Gideon is shut down, and now Chovy's there to body block. Oh, no.
Really solid there. Goes in for the Beerus on Lucian, and also the phase rush just allows him to charge away. But Gideon, I just feel like he played it too fast. You know, he was 1v3, didn't have the support. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Dashes right on top of Chovy as they do manage to get the bubble down onto Canyon. He has the ulti, though, and Effort's going to get caught up. In comes Gideon. Misses the Q, unfortunately, but still keeps Effort alive. A 1-for-1 trade as Envy goes down once again.
And, yeah, as you said, really not much magic damage for the side of Gen G.
Imperial Mandate. He's trying to mitigate the Imperial Mandate.
Imperial Mandate's on his team.
All right, yeah, so never mind. So there's nothing. Gideon going to get pushed back towards FaZe. Does manage to get the flash over, and he might be out of dodge for now. As Morgan's making his way in. Corki was banned, and Chovy just goes with the next best thing. He's like, I want to play the same champion. How do I do that? As Gideon is going to be found by Keen, and just burns down.
Yep.
That Raptor is now he's going to have to try and get away from this. Not going to quite be able to do so. As, oh my goodness. Just land a Q, I guess, as the flash now has to be used by Lehens. Canyon trying to keep this Azir out of here, but it's a good sweep. Still, the ultimate from the Melio is going to try and keep them alive, and in comes Chovy to the skies as he takes down one. And Gen G, like you were saying, it just feels like they're way further ahead than they have any right to be.
I mean, just him ulting could just really reset a team's health quite considerably. There's a lot of champions where you get the benefit of the ult against their CC, but also just a range increase as well.
Certainly happening now as there's the flash out from Chovy, avoids the Emperor's Divide, doesn't find the Shock Blast, but does that matter? Absolutely not. As Gideon, he gets booped back, and that's a good bubble, but once again, it's just denied. Lance just says no.
Not okay.
But not happening this time as now Canyon looking for another ulti. Oh, the Nature's Grasp is beautiful as Envy looking to try and find some damage, but FaZe sort of looks at him and he dies. That is 2 immediate kills as then Karis is dispatched by Chovy for the double kill. Keen now looking for Gideon towards the top side of the fight. He has to flash to get out, but is Keen going to stop? I don't think so as the Shock Blast clears out some minions. Gideon is still able to get himself out with the safeguard. We have some very Jace Keen players as Chovy, speaking of which, is going to take his first death. It's Effort that gets it. Oh, no.
Yeah, really low.
They get the shutdown. It's great, but that's not where you want that kill. Is now another Nature's Grasp to come in, tanked up here by both the Lee Sin and the Nami, and that is not really what you want. Nami going to go down first up here as FaZe with red-white guns is just ripping them to shreds. Envy getting followed here by Keen, who can tidy this one up. Is that the Quadra? Yes, it is. As now Karis looking to try and get out. Will deny the Penta from FaZe, but I have a feeling they have a Nexus in their sights. And Gen G looking for the last remaining inhibitor.
I think the funniest thing about the Rukian...
Oh my God. And Envy is just so incredibly far behind.
Look at, he's hitting Keen. I think he's taking more damage.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a whole bunch of buttons that have been hit, but none of them are onto Chovy, who's doing a lot of damage to that backline. In goes Karis, finds a sweep as they almost managed to kill Keen, but they're not able to do so. Oh my goodness, Effort just explodes, and they are so far ahead. Gen G gonna clean up the rest of these kills on the fountain. Moonlight Vigil goes wide there as Envy is going to be left alive for the moment, but I have a feeling that they will storm this one, and they are going to do so. The Nexus goes down before they can kill him, but Gen G with a swift 2-0. And then they're upset because, unfortunately, the minions won the game before they could do anything. FaZe and Chovy doing a heck of a lot of damage in that game.
And this just feels like so textbook Gen G right now, where, you know, they can have a tank front line in the top and jungle,